This is the hardest problem, right? So this is not the hardest problem. So for this problem, we are in a road junction, and we saw some person here, and then we know that this person is either honest or dishonest. It's not random. He's either honest, always telling the truth, or lying, always telling the opposite thing. And then one road, in this road junction, one road is to heaven, and then the other road is to hell. And then we want to find out which road is to heaven. Okay? And then last time, what have we done? So last time, we can solve a problem when there are two persons here. Remember? And then assuming that they are of opposite type. So if one of them is honest, one of them is dishonest, then we can solve this problem. So we will ask this one, what happens if I ask this one, which road is to heaven? And then based on the results, we can deduce correctly that no matter it is honest, dishonest, or the other case, dishonest, honest, then we can always find out which way to heaven. Is that okay? So this is what we have done. Okay. Now, if there is just one person, then how can we solve this problem? So first of all, there is a cunning way, but it is a useful way. So this is a cunning way, a very cunning way. So this cunning way is, because we now know how to solve two problems, so if somehow we can make this problem into a problem that has two persons, then we know how to solve it. Do you understand? It is like, so last time I told some of the students here, okay, or told my tutors here, someone asked a mathematician, if you see a big fire, what should you do? Then the mathematician says, okay, of course, I will call the fire station, and then they will send out the troops to what? Okay, to take care of this situation. And then, okay, then we ask the same mathematician again. What happens if you see a fire that is very small? Like, okay, there's a match lighting a paper, and then it pops into fire. And then, for mathematicians, they are very clever, right? If they know how to solve one thing, they can solve the other. So the mathematician answered, so easy, make the fire big. Then I know how to solve it, right? Because when it is big, then I know how to solve it. I call the fire station. So, okay. So similarly, in this case, we can be that mathematician. So one way to solve it is, when you ask this person, first of all, you ask this person to imagine that there is a person standing next to him. There's another, imagine, okay? And then imagine that this person is of the opposite type of yours. And then you repeat, okay, so let's call this person something, and then you repeat your solution for the two-person case, and that's done. Okay, so this is one solution, okay? Of course, this question will be very, very long. So let us try to find a way that we try to ask questions that is more natural. Okay, so one method is what? Let us try to use logic to help us. So there is a logic operator, exclusive OR, that is very interesting. Okay, exclusive OR will make two false into true, right? Okay. Okay, so let's try to use this logic thing here. So for instance, let me create a proposition. Okay, let me create a proposition. So left is to heaven. Left is to heaven, and then, so this is a proposition, right? This is either true or false, we know. Okay, so left is to heaven. And then the other one is, let me create another proposition. This proposition is, we are asking you are honest. Honest. So this is another proposition. Either this person is honest, so the value of this one is true, or this person is of the dishonest type, so the true value will be false. Am I correct? Okay. So we have this one. This is a compound proposition because it has two propositions joining together, creating a new one. Whatever. Let's call it proposition P. Whatever. This is a big proposition. Then, okay, I state this proposition, and then I ask this person, is P true? And let's see what will happen. Okay? So we are asking, is P true? A? Not that one. Okay. So how do we analyze this case? So let us try to use the truth table. This is our friend. Okay, so truth table. So in this truth table, we are interested in what thing? So first of all, L is heaven. We don't know. So this is something that is interesting. Is it okay? And then the other one is the person here is honest. This is another thing. And then the last one is the answer. Okay. So this is the truth value of P. This is the exclusive of this side and this side. And then finally, we have the answer. So coming out from that person. Okay? So these two cases are what? These are the two cases that we can change. We don't know. It can be true, true. It can be, sorry. It can be true, false. It can be false, true. And it can be false, false. Is that okay? And then this one is exclusive OR. So exclusive OR will be, this one is false. This one is true. This one is true. This one is false. Is that okay? Okay. Now, what will be the answer of this one? So the answer depends on, the value of P and whether the person is honest or not. Right? So if the person is honest, so this is the case that the person is honest, it will tell exactly what will happen here. Repeat. So this answer here will be false and this answer here will be true. If you are okay with this, could you please raise your hand? Okay, excellent. And then how about the other case? In the other case, the person is dishonest, not honest. So whenever the answer, so this P is true, then he will tell us that it is false. Whenever the value of P is false, he will tell us that this is true. Is that okay? Is that okay? So it is like what? So by including, so this is the original question we want to ask. L is heaven. Okay. We are including this question, but then before we do the answering, then the person will also change the answer of the question in some way that is related to whether he is honest or dishonest. And just take a look at this one. So what does the answer tell us? Okay. So no matter what happens, if you hear an answer that is false, then that means that the left side is to heaven. Otherwise, the left side is to hell. Okay. So this is a way that we can solve this problem. Okay. Using the exclusive OR. So you can design your solution here. It need not be exclusive OR. If it is, let's invent a Q. Okay. That is using this if and only if instead. So let's change it to not P now. P is the exclusive of these two propositions. But let us change it to Q. Q is the if and only if of these two things. Then here we will have true, false, false, true. Am I correct? Am I correct? And then for this one, the answer will be true, true, false, false. Okay. Then you get a better life. Okay. So here, it means, so what I'm emphasizing that what I want to emphasize is that to solve this problem, there can be different kinds of solution. Okay, and the key point here is that by using this exclusive or using this if and only if, you can somehow include the part that is related to whether the person is honest or dishonest into the question. So this is some kind, we call it the self-referencing. So the question refers to something about the person's itself, okay, self-referencing. So this self-referencing part will allow us to design a proper question to ask, okay? But still, it is not that good, okay? Let us do something even more natural, okay? Okay, so let's examine, let's do this on this side. Okay. Yeah. So let's try to do something that is more natural. So this is the trick I try to use. Okay. So there is a person here that is standing in the road junction. This person may be honest or dishonest. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So for instance, there is an apple here. Let's see. This is an apple. Okay. This is an apple. Okay. There is an apple on the table. Okay, so there is a table here. Okay, so for instance, what I'm going to ask is to ask this person, if I ask you that the apple is on the table, your answer is yes. Is yes? Is it true? Okay, let's see. Well, this is a natural way to ask someone a question. So you look at something there, and if I ask you something that is about the thing that we all both can see, so it's natural, right? And then I also ask you about whether your answer is yes or no. Okay, then let's see what will happen. Okay, let's see what will happen. So if the person is honest, what will be the answer to this question? What will be the answer to this question? So if he is honest and then the table is there, then the answer to this question here must be yes, right? So your answer is yes. Is yes. Am I correct? Okay, good. Yes. Okay. Honest will be easy. It is yes. How about a dishonest person? A dishonest person, if I ask you that this one is on the table, okay, we know that this one is on the table, right? So this is true. But the answer of the person will be false. Okay, the answer of the person will be false. So answer is false. So when we are asking this person whether his answer is yes or no, then he will say what? Let me see. Wow, this is tricky. Okay, let me see. This is one step. Our answer. Okay, so if I ask you this one, that means that the original answer is equal to false. Okay. Now, if the original answer is equal to false, then I'm asking you whether this is true. Then the answer will be the answer to this question is false. But then the answer to this question will be false. But the answer coming out from the mouth of that person will be true. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, let's do it step by step. Okay. So let's forget whether this person is is honest or dishonest. Okay. Oh. Eh? No, no, no. Once again. If I ask you that, okay, so this is tricky. If I ask you that, okay, it should be something like this. The cutting point should be here. It should be here. So there's a cutting point here. Okay. If I ask you, apple is on the table, your answer is. So I ask you just this question. The apple is on the table. Then what is your answer? False. Very good. So this is going to be false here. Is that okay? This is what I try to mean. Okay. Now, this part is false. Is false equal to yes? So maybe this is not false. Call it no. Okay. Is no equal to yes? Okay. So this one, this value of this one is no. Is that okay? So far so good, right? Okay, but then this is a mouth. Okay. So when he speaks, it will become yes. Is that okay? Okay. Understand my point? Okay. So if I ask you blah 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 blah, your answer. So here we stop here. You get the value. Okay. Now please compare the value of your answer that is coming out of your mouth to yes. And then you get a value, right? Once you get this value, and then you tell me what is the value, then you speak out again. And then this is what I mean here about this question. Is that okay? 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 Okay, so how does that help? How does that help? So we can substitute this apple is on the table by the left side is heaven here. If we hear the answer is yes, then we know that left side is heaven. On the other hand, if we see the opposite, then left side will not be heaven. Okay? Is that okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Shall we do the opposite? So, okay, let's do the opposite again. Let's redo this again. Okay. Now this time, let's make sure what happens if we are giving the person something that is wrong at the beginning. Okay, suppose that we are asking the apple is under the table. Let's try out what happens about these honest people would do. Okay. So if the person here is honest, then if I ask him, the apple is under the table, what will be the answer? No. No. Okay, no. Is no equal to yes? No. Okay, good. So this is no. And then what happens after coming out from the mouth of this honest person? No, he repeats this one. For honest person, he will repeat the answer here. Is that okay? So it will be no. Okay, so here, if we are asking an honest person something that is wrong, we look at it, we know that this is wrong, okay? If we ask him something that is wrong, his answer will be no. Is that okay? Good. Now, the next one. Suppose that this time, the person is dishonest. Okay, if the person is dishonest, then if you ask him, the apple is under the table, then what would be the answer from that we can hear? Yes, he will say yes, right? He will say yes. Okay, so the result of yes is equal to yes will be yes. Okay? Okay, and then, but then this is just this part. It still needs to come out from the mouth of that person, right? And then it will become no, because this person is a dishonest person. Okay? So this question format, I assume that it works according to what I want. It is very powerful. If what? If what? If this sentence here is correct, then no matter you are honest or dishonest, you will answer yes. if the question here is wrong, no matter you are honest or dishonest, you will answer no. Okay? Excellent, right? Okay, now, is that okay?
Could you explain why
What?
it's equal? Equal yes, why is we need to combine it and find yes?
Oh, so here, this is a yes. Okay, so here, up to this point will only give us the value of what is your answer. Okay, but still it is not the end of the whole question. The whole question is, when you know your answer, please compare your answer with the value of yes, whether it is yes or no. Okay, if they're the same, yes. If they're not the same, no. So after you compare this, then you will have a result here. Now this is the result of the whole question. But the result of the whole question doesn't mean that I'm going to hear exactly the result from your mouth. So it depends whether you are honest or dishonest, then we will have different thing here. Is that okay?
So you will change twice.
Yes, exactly. He will change twice. Yes, yes.
So
Change one time here, because when we are asking about his answer, right? Change once here, and then change once here.
so dishonest will become honest.
The answer will look like honest people will tell. Okay? Okay, good. But the basic idea is we are doing 2 times. Exclusive or we are doing 2 times the if and only if. And then this is the trick. Okay? Now to confuse you more. Okay? Confuse you more. Okay? Let me keep this. So this one. Okay, so here, this one. So we can replace this one as some sentence, any sentence that we like. Any sentence, let's say X. If I ask you X, a proposition, okay, a certain proposition. Your answer is yes, okay. So what will happen? Okay, if we hear, so this is here. If we hear yes, then it means X is true, is correct. It's something that is correct. On the other hand, if we hear no, then that means X is incorrect or wrong. Okay? Is that okay?